Hello and welcome. This video forms part of an instructional series covering the general use of Pion's microFlux, macroflux and bioflux apparatus with the Rainbow R6 concentration monitor and its counterpart software AE Pro 7.0. In this video, I'll provide an introduction to the different items of hardware which comprise the microFlux apparatus and demonstrate the assembly of a single microFlux pair. Here we have a fully assembled microFlux pair. It is composed of two glass chambers, separated by a lipid-coated PVDF membrane. Typically, the left side is the donor chamber, into which the sample being assayed for flux is introduced, alongside the donor medium. The right side of the vessel is the acceptor chamber, separated from the donor chamber by a lipophilic membrane in the joining membrane holder. In the acceptor chamber, the appearance of the test sample is measured, and values of flux are calculated from the observed rate of appearance. Here we see all the individual components of the flux apparatus. Each half of the vessel is initially separate, to be connected in the centre by the membrane holder. The membrane holder is composed of two male and female screw-fit parts, with dry PVDF membranes and a Teflon washer in between. Rubber O-rings are fitted to each half of the membrane holder to create a seal and prevent leakage. We also have one crossbar magnetic stirrer per chamber. Note that the dry PVDF membranes are a one-use only consumable item. O-rings are reusable if cleaned, but possess a limited effective lifetime. As they age, they will become increasingly rigid and will require replacement when they can no longer create an effective seal. At the ready, we also have a sealed ampoule of defrosted GIT lipid solution, its ampoule breaker, and a small amount of DI water for wetting the O-rings. I will now demonstrate the proper approach to assembling a microflux pair. I have here with me all the components required to assemble a single pair. I have allowed the GIT lipid solution time to defrost, and at the ready I have a shallow glass vessel containing DI water for wetting the O-rings to create an effective seal with the glass. First, the membrane holder is assembled. One O-ring is fitted into the recess of each part of the membrane holder. Then, using tweezers, extract one dry membrane from the bag. Beware that touching the dry membranes with bare skin may contaminate them with skin oils. Then, holding the dry PVDF membrane in tweezers, it is placed into the female side of the membrane holder and gently pushed down. Next, the Teflon washer is placed on top of the membrane. After this, the male piece of the membrane holder may be screwed into position. This only needs to be finger tight. Do not over-tighten the piece. With the membrane holder fully assembled, it is then inserted into one of the glass vessels. Before doing so, wet the O-ring by dipping one side of the membrane holder into deionized water. Then, gently twist and push the holder into the side of the glass vessel, which is the opening on its longest side. If you encounter too much resistance, remove the piece and try re-wetting the O-ring. Now the pair is half assembled, the lipid membrane must be prepared before fitting the final glass piece. Before we can use the GRT lipid solution, we must break open the ampoule. To do so, slide the plastic ampoule breaker over the top of the ampoule. Then grip and bend. Then, using an appropriately sized pipette, transfer 25 microliters of the GRT lipid solution onto the dry membrane. Spread the aliquot as you dispense, like so. On contact, the lipid solution will permeate the membrane and it will become clear. Rotate the holder to spread the applied lipid evenly over the membrane. It is necessary to eliminate any remaining white spots on the membrane before proceeding. Note that once the lipid is applied, it should not be left exposed to air for more than 10 minutes, so assay media should be added to the vessels within this time frame. With the membrane prepared, the last glass piece may be fitted to the assembly. Wet the O-ring of the other side of the membrane holder. And then twist and push it into the second vessel. When doing this, hold the female side of the membrane holder on the left and the male side on the right. Twist the left side forward and the right side away while gently pushing the glass piece inwards. This will ensure that the membrane holder does not become unscrewed while fitting the second glass piece. When fitted, continue to rotate as necessary such that the openings on the top of the glass pieces are aligned. Magnetic crossbar stirrers are then placed in each chamber. And then the pair is ready to use. The assembled pairs may now be placed into an MB8. Media should be added to the pair as soon as possible. This concludes our video covering an introduction to the microFlux apparatus and the assembly of microFlux pairs. The next video in this series will go into more detail surrounding flux-specific reagents.